welcome to Big Bore Knife and Gear. Today on the table we have another fantastic knife from Steel Will Knives. This is the Nutcracker. This is the F24-20 series. Let's open this up, go over some specs, and I'll give you my thoughts on this. A little delayed laughter. When you have an action like this, like most knives that I handle, you always hear me, well, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time you'll hear me giggle. That's because it brings me so much joy when a knife's action is just great. And this one does not disappoint. Let's go over some specs and then we'll get into this knife. Again, this is the Nutcracker from Steel Will Knives. The series on this one is the F24-20. This is the newest iteration of the Nutcracker. These are still readily available. They run about $129, and in my opinion, that's $129 that I would gladly spend. This one does not belong to me. This is on the channel courtesy of the Apex Pass Around group, so thank you very much for that. All right, we've got an overall length on this guy of 8 inches, technically 7.99, but we're going to call it 8. We've got a blade length of 3.4 inches. Blade steel on this is the Bowler N690, great stainless option, especially in hot, humid climates. Blade thickness on this is 160 thousandths. Beautifully done gray G10 scales. This thing's running on ceramic ball bearings, and the weight on this guy's coming in at 4.6 ounces. Absolutely outstanding. Oh, if I didn't mention, this is a tip-up right-hand carry only. Look at that beautiful G10 in this gray color. The black hardware complements it very well. Everything is nice and chamfered, no sharp edges. The texture on this, if I can get the camera to focus, is kind of that saw cut style, and it is grippy, but not aggressive. You really don't even know it's there, but you get really good traction out of it. I love the way that they did the scales on this. Phenomenal. The back spacers or standoffs are aluminum and anodized red, which gives it a beautiful pop of color. I mean, look at that. How do you go wrong with gray, black, and red? It looks absolutely beautiful. The pocket clip and blade come in this black washed finish, which is just outstanding. The pocket clip on this, I really couldn't find any information on. As far as material, it is not magnetic, so I don't know if it's aluminum, stainless, or titanium. Let's open this guy up. Oh, by the way, flipper tab does have some jimping on it, and the jimping on this works very well. You can, let's get this out of the way real quick since you just saw that. My only complaint on this knife is the detent's kind of weak. So for the light switch effect, you can fail it. However, with the push button, it pops out every single time. It fires out. Great action. Outstanding. Again, let's go hitting the table. Bill bouldering on the blade. Here you have the model, which is the Nutcracker. The line of this is called the F24. This particular iteration is F24-20. There you see the N690 blade steel. And of course the Steel Will logo. Love this, oh, I don't know what you'd call this. It's kind of a sheep's foot slash modified cleaver style. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this style of blade design. It does have a nice sharpening choil on it. One thing I do wish, well, personal preference, because I have extra large size hands, I would have loved a forward finger choil on this, because I gotta tell you, I'll try to do this without cutting myself. If I had to believe or make pretend there was a choil there, this feels absolutely fantastic in hand, choked up like this. Ergo's this way, still very good. However, with this little downswept portion of the handle scales, it will lock your fingers in, lock your hand in. I mean, that's what it's designed for. However, with my size hands, the entire handle, I can get 4 full fingers on. However, I've got that hump right in my pinky, and if I actually put my fingers in how it's designed, it locks it in. It's not super uncomfortable, but it's tight, and I know if I had to use this for any length of time, that would get pretty uncomfortable. So I would prefer to see this either rounded off instead of tipped, or a forward finger choil with this handle design. Jimping in all the right places. Finger tab, fantastic. You've got the jimping here on the liners that extend into the scales. In standard grip, it's perfect. However, another personal choice. I would have liked to seen some up on the blade as well. Yeah, outstanding design. Fantastic execution. The action on this, once you get past the pivot, or I mean the detent ball, is outstanding. It is almost drop shutty. It's a little hard to do with the camera just sitting right above it, but it will pretty much fall onto its own weight. Outstanding job. Again, look at that beautiful stone wash or black wash that they did. I love that all the grind lines have that contrast between the black and where after you stone wash it, it gives you those beautiful, beautiful marks. Just amazing. Outstanding job from Steel Wheel Knives. Again, only complaint I have on this knife for me personally, because of my hand size, I would rather have this missing and just smoothed out, more neutral, or if you kept this, put a forward finger choil up there. That would be perfection. Outstanding. They really nailed it on this iteration of the Nutcracker. Anyhow, that's all I have for today, folks. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment because I love the feedback. And until next time, take care.